Hey scientist! Since we last saw each other, I've added some scales to my turtle sculpture. Take a look. See how the turtle has the hard, flat scales on its shell and the small, bumpy ones on its legs? I think this makes it look a lot more realistic. But we still have to add something to cover our bird. Last time we were at the zoo, we saw the parrot fly over us that was covered in something bright and colorful. It was also light enough to help it fly in the air. Let's head back there to take a look to figure out what birds are covered in and how it helps them fly. Here we are, and here's our bird friend again, a parrot. What's this? A feather. That must be what these animals are covered in that helps them fly. But what is it about these feathers that allows birds to soar through the air? What makes them better for flying than fur or scales? This feather feels soft and fluffy, a little like fur. It's also flat, like a big, long scale. Let's take a look at some birds in action to see how their feathers work. The feathers lock together along the bird's wing, pushing and gliding through the air. They're light enough to not weigh the parrot down, but the hard, long part of the feather is strong enough to withstand the wind. But wait a second. I can think of a few birds that can't fly. Can you? That means feathers must do more than just help birds fly. Pause the video here and try to think of a bird that doesn't fly, and I'll go look for one. These are penguins. I don't think I've ever seen a penguin fly. What do you notice is different about the size of their feathers from the parrot's? Penguin feathers are much shorter than a parrot's. They can't fan and float through the air in the same way. Their feathers must help them in other ways, though. Let's watch what they do. Look, they fly through the water instead. Do you think their feathers might help them when they swim? All feathers are waterproof. Birds' bodies create a special oil. When they clean their feathers with their beaks, they spread the oil all over so water doesn't soak through. Brr! It's cold in this habitat. I wonder if feathers can help keep birds warm too. See how fuzzy this baby penguin looks? It's covered in special feathers called down feathers. These feathers are super warm and thick. Many birds grow their adult feathers on top of their down feathers, so they stay warm and toasty. But what about birds that live in warmer places? Won't all those feathers make them too hot? Let's look at some birds and warmer habitats. This is an ostrich. It's too big to fly, but do you see how it waves its giant wing feathers? How might flapping its feathers help it keep cool in a hot habitat? I think it's fanning itself off. It's opening and closing its wings to let in the cool breeze on a hot day. Here's another bird from a warm place with incredible feathers, but it's using its feathers differently. Look how it's raising all of its tail feathers. I think it's trying to get another bird's attention, and feathers are certainly attention grabbing. It seems like birds can use their feathers to communicate or show birds and other animals what they're feeling. This tiny hummingbird has its short green feathers all ruffled, kind of like when we shrug our shoulders up high. What do you think it might be feeling? Birds might ruffle up their feathers when they feel threatened or scared. They could be puffing their feathers out to appear bigger to scare off other animals. Wow, feathers help birds in some really amazing ways. But do all animals that fly have feathers? Let's take a look at another flying animal. This is a bat. Let's see. No feathers here, just fur. Since bats aren't birds, they don't have feathers. Remember, only birds have feathers. I think I'm ready to complete my final sculpture. I'm going to head back to the science studio to finish it now. And it's complete. Now, they all have their own special coverings and textures: fur, scales, and feathers. Thank you for exploring these animal coverings with me. Until next time, keep creating, and I'll see you back in the science studio.
Hey, hey.